And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Willis sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at him.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. 20, 10, 5. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Second and 8. On play action, Lawrence. He's got him in. It's his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Titans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Touchdown, Texans. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14. Texans 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Off the play fake. Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That is caught at the 7. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These 2 teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They go play action now. Lawrence. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Touchdown, Texans! Eric Ebron with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, Joyner, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll run on first down. It's West, and this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off play action, Willis. He's going to air one out, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tap.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. Dances by at the 20. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this, a very short kick. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now Lawrence on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Lawrence. This one swung out here to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Toward the pylon, caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They begin here with a run by West. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run again here with West. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Willis. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Beckham to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Houston. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Willis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Willis. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who's going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw on 3rd down, Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off play action. Willis. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his target, Beckham. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Go now, 18 Gator. Ready? Check 24. Check 24. What's the Hey, lock it. Check.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're